Dear Dad, I still remember the way you used to smile, how everything felt safer when you were just a while away from us, just nearby. The world made sense and clear. Dear Dad, I still remember, and I still feel you here.
Dear Dad, you taught me everything worth knowing in this life. How to love my people, how to carry on through strife, how to stand when things get heavy, how to rise above the fall. Dear Dad, your greatest lesson was the greatest gift of all. Letters to Dad, written in the heart. Letters to Dad, love that won't depart. Every word we couldn't say, every moment, every day. Letters to Dad, we're sending them your way. Dear Dad, the chair is still there, I haven't moved it yet. Some things are just too sacred for a heart that can't forget. But I'm learning slowly, slowly to carry you along. Dear Dad, the grief is love, Dad, and love becomes the song. Dear Dad, I picked up the phone before I could remember. I still feel you in October and every cold December. I see you in the sunset, I hear you in the wind. Dear Dad, you never left us, you're everywhere we've been. Letters to Dad, written in the heart. Letters to Dad, love that won't depart.
Every word we couldn't say, every moment, every day. Letters to Dad, we're sending them your way.
You lived a life so fully, you loved without a break.
You gave us everything you had, for nothing asked and take.
And now we carry forward every piece of what you were. Letters to Dad in everything, in every breath that stood.
Dear Dad, we celebrate you, the life you fully lived, the laughter and the dancing and everything you give. Still giving from beyond now, still guiding every choice. Dear Dad, this whole album is the sound of your voice.
Dear Dad, I'll be alright now. You told me that you knew that I was made of something that came directly from you.
And until we dance again, Dad, in whatever comes next, dear Dad, I'll keep on writing these letters from my chest.
Letters to Dad, written in forever. Letters to Dad, nothing breaks this tether.
every word now finally said, every living, every dead, letters to Dad, always straight ahead. Dear Dad, we love you, always have, always will. Dear Dad, letters to Dad.
I still remember the way you smiled when you picked me up, just a little child. Your eyes would crinkle, warm and wide, and all my worries would fall inside. You'd lift me up like I weighed nothing at all, catch me every time before I'd fall. Your laughter filling every single room, chasing away the darkest gloom. Sunday mornings, your coffee cup, the way you'd hum while the sun came up, your hand on my shoulder, steady and sure. A love so simple, a love so pure. The newspaper spread across the table, you'd read me stories like a fable. Every ordinary day felt like gold, a story only my heart can hold. The way you smiled, it stayed with me through every storm and every dream. When the world gets hard and the nights grow long, I close my eyes and you're never gone. That gentle curve upon your face, no one on earth could take your place. I carry it like a lantern's glow wherever I go. I see you now in little things, a robin perched with folded wings, the smell of wood and morning rain. You find a way to come again. In my children's eyes, I see you there. That same warm laugh, that same strong stare. The years between us cannot break the love a father's heart can make. The way you smiled, it stayed with me through every storm and every dream. When the world gets hard and the nights grow long, I close my eyes and you're never gone. That gentle curve upon your face, no one on earth could take your place. I carry it like a lantern's glow wherever I go, wherever I go. Time has passed and the years roll by, but I still catch you in a morning sky, in a stranger's laugh, in an old song's tone. You remind me I'm never truly alone. I talk to you in the quiet night, ask you questions, hope you hear me right. And somehow, Dad, I always feel your love love with nowhere to go. But I send mine up where the soft winds blow. I know you catch it somewhere up above, a child forever wrapped in your love. So I'll keep smiling just the way you did, the same wide grin from when I was a kid. And when I pass it on to those I love, I'll know you're watching, smiling from above. The way you smiled, it carries me through every road I'll ever see. And when my time on earth is done, I'll smile right back, Dad, your loving son. That gentle curve upon your face, no one on earth could take your place. I carry it like a lantern's glow wherever I go, wherever I go. The way you smile, the way you smile, always with me. The way you smile.
The smell of coffee fills the air, your old armchair beyond repair, the morning paper on your knee, Sunday mornings, just you and me. You'd hum a tune you half forgot, a melody you never got. But somehow it was always right, a Sunday song from Saturday night. The radio played soft and low, soft and low, soft and low. Sunshine putting on a show, top below you, top below. You tap your foot without a care, still in your robe without a care. Those lazy hours stretched out wide, the whole world quiet, warm. And Sunday mornings with you, Dad, the sweetest hours that I ever had. Toast and laughter, soft and slow, a love so simple, a love I know. I'd give anything to go back there, to that old kitchen, that old chair. Sunday mornings, golden and true, Sunday mornings with you. You tell me stories from your youth, half-exaggerated truth. I'd laugh and say, oh Dad, come on. You'd grin and keep the story long, the way you made the ordinary shine, turn water into vintage wine. Every moment felt like treasure then, and I'd give anything to live it again. Sunday mornings with you, Dad, the sweetest hours that I ever had. Toast and laughter, soft and slow, a love so simple, a love I know. I'd give anything to go back there, to that old kitchen, that old chair. Sunday mornings, golden and true, Sunday mornings with you. Now Sunday comes and goes so fast, I hold the memory trying to make it last. I make the coffee just the way you did, set the table like I was still your kid. And somewhere in the steam that rises up, I feel you there beside my cup, telling stories, tapping feet. Sunday mornings, bittersweet. The seasons change, the years move on, but Sunday mornings linger long. I pass them down to those I love, a gift from you, from up above. We sit together soft and slow, the radio playing sweet and low. And in that room I feel you near. Every Sunday you are here. Sunday mornings with you, Dad, the sweetest hours that I ever had. Toast and laughter, soft and slow, a love so simple, a love I know I'd give anything to go back there, to that old kitchen, that old chair. Sunday mornings, golden chair. Sunday morning, golden and you. Sunday mornings with you, Dad, always with me. Sunday morning, Sunday morning, Sunday mornings with you. Sunday mornings with you. I remember his hand, strong and worn and wide, hands that built a life for us, hands that never lied, working hands, honest hands, rough against my cheek, hands that held the family up in every hardest week. I remember his hands teaching me to write, wrapping around my small ones, making everything alright. Patient hands, gentle hands, guiding every turn, steady as a lighthouse everywhere I'd learn. His hands, Lord, I miss his hands. The safest place I ever knew was inside his hands. Now they're still enfolded, quiet as a prayer, but I still feel them holding me, as if he's always there. I remember his hands waving from the door every time I'd leave him, wanting just one more. Tired hands, loving hands at the end of days, reaching out to hold us close in his quiet ways. His hands, Lord, I miss his hands. The safest place I ever knew was inside his hands. Now they're still enfolded, quiet as a prayer, but I still feel them holding me, as if he's always there. There are things a father's hands say that his voice never could. A language made of holding on, misunderstood. I'd trade the world, every piece of gold, just to feel his hands again, warm against the cold. Now I look down at my own hands, see the same lines there, the same shape, the same patience, the same quiet care. Carry on, these hands say, keep his memory true. Everything that made him great lives on inside of you. His hand, Lord, I miss his hands. The safest place I ever knew was inside his hands. Now they're still enfolded, quiet as a prayer, but I still feel them holding me, as if he's always there. His hands, always his hands. Gone but never gone. His hands.
Every lesson that I carry, every truth I hold is mine, came from watching how you lived it, came from walking on your line. You never preached from any pulpit, never wrote it in a book. Everything I know about this life I learned from how you look. Yeah. How to shake a hand with meaning, how to stand when things get hard, how to love without condition, how to lower every guard, how to laugh when life gets heavy, how to rise above the weight. Everything I know about being good, you made me understand too late. Everything I know, I learned from you, Dad. Every road I walked was paved by your hand. The man I am today stands on your shoulders high. Everything I know I learned from you. How to treat a woman gently, how to be a father's friend, how to keep on going forward even when you're near the end, how to give without the asking, how to be the steady one. Everything I know about this world came from being your son. Everything I know I learned from you, Dad. Every road I walked was paved by your hands. The man I am today stands on your shoulders high. Everything I know I learned from you. I learned from you. Told you sooner, said the words out loud. I wish I'd let you know how much I made you proud. But somewhere you are listening, and I hope you hear me say, everything I know I learned from you every day. Now I pass it to my children, every lesson, every truth, all the wisdom that you gave me, all that beautiful proof that a father leaves a legacy that lives beyond the grave. Everything I know about this life is the greatest gift you gave. Everything you, Dad. Every road I walk was paved by your hands. The man I am today stands on your shoulders high. Everything I know I learned from you. I learned from you. Yeah. Everything I know, everything I am, yeah. Everything I know was your dad. The morning that you left us, I sat beside your bed, and in the quiet spaces I heard all the things you said. Not the words of that last morning, but the words across the years. Be strong, my child, be strong, my child. That voice still fills my ears. You said be strong, not meaning never cry or never fall. Be strong means keep on walking even when you lost it all. Be strong means love your people, hold them while you can. Be strong was your whole life, Dad, the code of your whole plan. Be strong, he said, be strong, he said. Let your heart stay open wide. Be strong, he said, be strong, he said. Keep your family close inside. And when the world gets heavy and the road feels long and wrong, just remember what I told you, child, be strong. I've leaned on those words often in the years since you've been gone. When the night feels like it's endless and I don't know how to go on, I hear your voice so clearly, like you're standing in the room. Be strong, my child, be strong, my child. Your words cut through the gloom. Be strong, he said, be strong, he said. Let your heart stay open wide. Be strong, he said, be strong, he said. Keep your family close inside. And when the world gets heavy and the road feels long and wrong, just remember what I told you, child, be strong. I used to think that strength meant never letting people see the broken parts, the tired parts, the scared parts inside me. But you showed me that real strength is loving through the pain, getting up every morning and starting life again. So I pass it to my children, the same words, the same truth. Be strong, not hard, be strong means love. That's what I learned from you. And when they face their darkest days and wonder how to cope, they'll hear your voice across the years, the voice that carries hope. Be strong, he said, be strong, he said. Let your heart stay open wide. Be strong, he said, be strong, he said. Keep your family close inside. And when the world gets heavy and the road feels long and wrong, Just remember what I told you, child. Be strong. Be strong. Be strong. I hear you, Dad. Be strong. Something funny happened today, the kind you'd love to hear. I reached into my pocket to call you, have you near. I had the number ready, your name right on the screen. Then the world came rushing back to me and the space between. It happens more than I'd admit, those half-a-second dreams where you're still just a phone call away. Things aren't what they seem. Just a ring, just your voice, just the way you'd say hello. Then reality reminds me of the things we cannot know. I picked up the phone before I remembered. I picked up the phone, your name's still there. I picked up the phone the way I always did. I picked up the phone and found only air, Dad. I picked up the phone. I've heard from other people that this happens all the time, that grief plays these small tricks on us, these detours of the mind. They say it's actually love, still looking for its place, still reaching through the habit of your warm and familiar face. I picked up the phone before I remembered. I picked up the phone, your name's still there. I picked up the phone the way I always did. I picked up the phone and found only air, Dad. I picked up the phone. So I sat there for a moment, phone warm in my hand, and I talked to you regardless, the way I always planned. I told you all about it, the funny thing I'd seen, and somehow in the telling you knew just what I'd mean. Still haven't deleted your contact from my phone. A little door left open, so I'm never quite alone. Maybe that's just foolish, maybe that's just love, keeping one line open to wherever you've gone above. Picked up the phone like every other day. Picked up the phone, but you're not that way. I picked up the phone and talked to you still. I picked up the phone and I always will, Dad. I picked up the phone.
was standing at the window when the evening turned to gold, and the sky did something beautiful that stopped me in the cold. All that amber, rose, and purple spreading wide and free, and I knew without a question that was you sending love to me. I've been watching for your signals in the world you left behind, little signs in ordinary places for the ones you left to find. A robin on the garden wall, a song upon the breeze, a sudden warmth in winter air moving through the trees. I saw you in the sunset, painting up the sky. I saw you in the sunset, waving me goodbye. Not a sad goodbye forever, but I see you soon, my dear. I saw you in the sunset, and I knew that you were near. I've been told that this is just the grief that speaks in metaphor, but my heart knows what it felt, and my heart knows what it saw. Call it faith, or call it love, or call it what you will. When that sunset hit the hilltop, Dad, I felt you there still. I saw you in the sunset, painting up the sky. I saw you in the sunset, waving me goodbye. Not a sad goodbye forever, but I see you soon, my dear. I saw you in the sunset, and I knew that you were near. Beyond the edge of language, beyond the need for words, you speak to me in colors and in the songs of birds, and I receive them gladly, each one a gift from you. Every sunset is a letter, every dawn a morning dew. Now every evening at the window, I stand and wait and look. The sky becomes the final page of your most beautiful book, and there you are in every color, saying all is well. More love than any language, and more than I can tell. I saw you in the sunset, painting up the sky. I saw you in the sunset, never saying goodbye, just to see you soon, my darling. I am always near. I saw you in the sunset, Dad. I feel you here in the sunset. There you are.
I know you hear me talking in the quiet after dark, when the house falls into stillness and I'm listening to my heart. I tell you all the small things you knew you'd want to hear, and somewhere in the silence I can feel that you are near. Your grandson started walking just 10 steps across the floor. He looked around so proudly, then he sat right down for more. I wish you could have seen it, that face so brave and bright. I told you all about it in the middle of the night. You were always listening before, and you still are. You were always listening, whether near or whether far. I feel you in the spaces between one breath and the next. You were always listening, my safe place, my rest. The garden needs some tending, the gutters need a clear. There are so many things I'd ask you, but I ask them anyway right here. And somehow in the asking, an answer finds its way. You were always guiding me, and Dad, you guide me still today. You were always listening before, and you still are. You were always listening, whether near or whether far. I feel you in the spaces between one breath and the next. You were always listening, my safe place, my rest. Some call it just the memory of a voice we loved so well, replaying in the quiet more than I can tell. I call it something greater, a love that won't be stopped, a father and a child connected at the top. So tonight I'll keep on talking, and tomorrow night the same, telling you the little pieces of this life you helped me frame. Because you were always listening from the very start, and I believe with everything you're still inside my heart. You were always listening, you always will be too. You were always listening, every word gets through. I feel you in the breathing of every quiet night. You were always listening, Dad, you made me right. Still listening, I know you hear. Still listening, good night, Dad, still here. You were always listening.